It's your boy, Marky, yo! And we back at it again with another reaction, man. Today, we got how Dwyane Wade ruined his career. Me personally, bro, Dwyane Wade was really that dude, though. Like, he really was that dude. Like, he was a problem, very explosive. His prime was just him, bro. But I wish he never just bounced to team. Like, he should just stayed on the Heat. You know what I'm saying? And just retired there, brother. Since everything went down, you should have just retired. But y'all let me know in the comments how y'all really feel about Dwyane Wade in his prime. He was really out there getting silly. I mean, he was out there getting silly. Like, he was straight business. You know? But let's see, man. This gonna be our. I need to react to some Dwyane Wade highlights too, because I ain't watched Dwyane Wade in a long time. But I just know he was a beast, though. Let's get straight into this video, man.
Well, despite the best efforts of the pitiful Jordan haters and the revisionists seeking to destroy the legacy of the late, great Kobe Bryant, there is little dispute that MJ is the one true GOAT, and Kobe, his greatest disciple, was the one that came the closest to equaling the rarefied air that Michael reached. And it is those two names that should spearhead any list ranking the best guards of all time in league history. While there are a select few elite point guards that might fall somewhere after Mike and Kobe, if we are talking specifically two guards, you would be hard-pressed to find another in their peak that was better than Dwyane Wade. And to his credit, Wade generally is regarded as possibly the third best two guard in league history, and if not, an undeniable top 5 positional player of all time. But when evaluating how D. Wade exploded on the scene in the NBA and his early potential, the fact that Wade is so typically dismissed in terms of all-time ranking, regardless of positional designation, is a sad story as much as it is a cautionary tale on the perils of being a gutless super team building coward. And Wade came into the NBA in the vaunted 2003 NBA draft, generally regarded as one of the 3 best in NBA history, which saw LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh, and Dwyane Wade come off of the board in 4 of the first 5 picks overall in the first round. And it was Wade that went 5 overall to the Miami Heat. In his rookie season, Wade helped lead the Heat to 42 wins, which was an improvement of 17 games from the year before. But it would be in just his second season in the league that Wade took a massive leap, making his first All-Star appearance while being named second-team All-NBA and second-team All-NBA defense. All of this as the Heat would jump to 59 wins in Wade's sophomore season, which led the Eastern Conference and trailed only the 62-win Phoenix Suns that season for the best record in the entire league. Now, of course, it wasn't just Wade single-handedly that year, as the Heat added kind of a big piece in the offseason, trading literal scraps to LA in order to fleece the Lakers out of Shaquille O'Neal. Together, Wade and Shaq in the 04-05 season would storm into the NBA playoffs with that aforementioned number 1 seed in the East and get all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, where they would ultimately fall in 7 games to the then defending NBA champion Detroit Pistons. But it wasn't for lack of the elite play by D. Wade, who led both teams in scoring for the series, dropping 26 points per game in a highly defensively focused series in which his Heat squad averaged only 88 per game for the 7 games. Wade would again make an All-NBA second team in his third season while avenging that loss to the Pistons the year earlier, as in the 2006 playoffs, the Heat would this time beat the Pistons in 6 games in the conference finals to advance to what would become Wade's first NBA Finals appearance. And Wade ascended to the undisputed lead dog role on the team during this season and playoff run, leading the team over Shaq in virtually every standard and advanced metric, on the way to leading those entire playoffs in points and steals, while finishing second in assists, second in box plus minus in the postseason, second in value over replacement, and second in win shares. Again, all of that in just his third season at the age of 24.
He was cooking though,
and when
bro.
he got into the NBA Finals, Wade produced arguably one of the best finals performances of this post-2000 century. The Miami Heat would match up with the Dirk Nowitzki 60-win Dallas Mavericks, fresh off of their playoff run, which saw them beat the San Antonio Spurs in a dramatic 7-game series in the West semis, before dispatching of the MVP Steve Nash-led Phoenix Suns in the West Finals. They stormed into that final series against the Heat and jumped out to a commanding 2-0 series lead. But that is when Dwyane Wade went absolutely ballistic and led the Heat to 4 consecutive wins to rip the NBA title, posting eye-popping averages in the series of 35 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2.7 steals, and 1 block per game in a series where his team scored only 92 a game. This is in a series, mind you, where Shaq was just the 6th leading scorer at only 13 points per game. Wade would easily win Finals MVP in a performance that looked pretty damn reminiscent of Jordan and Kobe. And fast forward just a few years later, by the 2008-2009 season, and Wade was one of the 3 best players on the entire planet, making first-team All-NBA, second-team All-NBA defense, and finishing 3rd in Defensive Player of the Year voting and 3rd in league-wide MVP voting that season, behind only LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. And at 27 years of age, Wade was well on his way to historical legend status, following in those great guards' footsteps before him. But alas, when Kobe won his 5th title in the 2010 NBA Finals, Wade wanted to take a shortcut. And we know damn well his fellow coward draft class mates of 2003, the number 1 overall pick, LeBron James, and the number 4 overall selection, Chris Bosh, were also amenable to taking the pathetic easy way out.
How did Bosh go?
I started cutting my TV off. Kobe ran and grabbed that ball. I was just like, LeBron. So what you gonna do?
To stop Kobe? Dwyane, I was messing with you, gang. I was messing with you, gang.
I was like, wait, hold on. Now you got 5 and we got 1.
He had no help for real.
So the 3 of them jumped on the horn with one another, colluded behind their franchise's back, and shot up out of a stage during a pyrotechnics concert. And while somehow, some way, LeBron escaped and continues to escape any negative ramifications pertaining to his scumbag team-jumping ways, any other player that wins these cheap, trashy super team rings seems to be indelibly tarnished by the stink of it all. Please see Kevin Durant's 2 rings for your reference and Wade's 3. For his career, Wade, a 13-time All-Star with 8 All-NBA team selections and 3 titles, might rank relatively highly in the pantheon of all-time players. But there is no question that he single-handedly tanked and ruined the trajectory of what could have been a much more respected and elite career had he not willingly welcomed in LeBron James and played second fiddle to him. For what? Why? Wade was a champion already. It was LeBron who couldn't get over the hump without Wade. But don't feel overly bad for Dwyane after all. He made his own bed, and now his tarnished legacy will just have to rest in that diminished spot that he put himself in. And speaking of that gutless pairing in Miami during the 2010 offseason, you can check out this video detailing the exact timeline of the decision that destroyed the NBA. And as always, please make sure to click that subscribe button.
Wow. Dwyane Wade, bro. Dwyane Wade was really nice at basketball. Like, he could have been number 2 all-time of shooting guards. I'm not saying LeBron James ruined Dwyane Wade's career, but it's very crazy to hear that he had to call up LeBron because he seen Kobe Bryant won a championship. Kobe never called no superstar. He could have had Chris Paul. You probably be seeing a little bit more championship from Kobe, hypothetically. But Kobe wanted Kobe really wanted to win a championship without Shaq, and he did. Couple times, if I'm correct. But Dwyane Wade, bro, you won with Shaq, bro. You won with Shaq, and Shaq wasn't even Shaq, so that was good. But then you had to call LeBron James to come to the Miami Heat so you can win the title, bro. Just because you seen Kobe. See, I'm not trying to like put people down or like talk about people's careers because these are all legends we talking about. But it's just a hard conversation when you want to talk about Bean and Jordan. You can put Bird in there too, Magic. Like, these people, these legends back in the day didn't call on players so they can play with them so they can win a championship. Mike didn't need no more. He didn't need no superstar. Scottie Pippen wasn't even a superstar for real. He was an all-star. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan was just different, bro. Like I said in all my videos, bro, Michael Jordan waited his turn. And that's how life should be. Like, sometimes you might get that handout, but you usually should just wait your turn. Be patient. Patience is key. And that's what Michael Jordan was doing during his career. He was patient. He was losing, but he was getting back up, fighting. Losing, getting back up, fighting. You know, he was losing a lot against the Pistons. And then finally when the 90s hit, he rocked that whole era. The whole 90s was his. I'm talking about the whole 90s. Didn't go to no another team. They say you want Dennis Rodman. He said sure. Like, we could take Dennis Rodman. Like, we'll take that. Like, he just want to hoop. Mike just want to be Mike, and he just want to win championship. He not finna be like, yo, can I get Karl Malone, or can I get Dominique Wilkins? Can I get, you know what I'm saying, Hakeem? Like, he wasn't. He very competitive. Like, he want to go against the best of the best. He don't want to play against, like, he already did that with the USA. He already played against everybody that was the best. You know what I'm saying? But Jordan was just, his era was just different. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like players should really look at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, really try to be loyal to where you staying at. You know what I'm saying? Try to really win for real. And Mike was winning. Like, that whole era, he rocked that whole era. 1-3. Took a break for 2 years. And he was in his prime, bro. And then he came back and went 3 again. Like, I would be so sick. Like, I would be so sick every time Michael Jordan went going to the finals. Every time. Like, every time. Non-stop. You know what I'm saying? The man just different, bro. And that's why I get really very sensitive on that topic when people like compare him to, like, people try to put Michael Jordan in the conversation with different people. Mike is in his own lane. But Dwyane Wade, man, do y'all think he really ruined his career? And how do y'all really feel about Dwyane Wade? Dwyane Wade in his prime was very nice. Like, he was super good. Like, he was super tough, bro. Like, he was one of one. And he was an underdog. You know? But y'all let me know how y'all feel about that, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'm going to see you on the next video. I'm out.